The serial bank robber charged with killing a Cherokee County detention officer makes his first court appearance.
Kelvin Simmons appeared on a video call before a judge in Swain County. He's being held in Buncombe County. Simmons is charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of Francisco Flates.
Investigators say Simmons overpowered officers and took a gun. It happened during a medical appointment outside the Cherokee County detention facility. They say Simmons then led deputies and troopers on a chase that ended in Macon County. He's held on no bond in the Buncombe County Detention Center.
Simmons was awaiting sentencing for federal bank robberies, including one in Hendersonville.
News 13's Kimberly King has been looking into his criminal past, and Kim, he has a lengthy record.
Holly, Simmons' rap sheet dates back to 2004. A former prosecutor, now in private practice, thinks his crime, grabbing the officer's gun, shooting and fleeing, may have been, at least in his mind, his last-ditch attempt to avoid prison.
You have the right to remain silent, that anything you say can be used.
This is Kelvin Simmons, looking down during his first appearance, charged now with killing a detention officer. The judge asking him to confirm his first name.
Kelvin, Kelvin.
This was back in 2023. Simmons in Buncombe County after getting caught for statewide bank robberies. Simmons putting his hand over his eyes as attorneys discussed his crimes.
We would like the court to raise him on bond in this matter.
He caused this wreck. Good Samaritans held him for cops at the scene.
They stepped up and could have maybe saved a life.
Now a respected and loved officer gone.
Maybe a fair assumption that he saw an opportunity to try to make an escape.
Asheville attorney Doug Edwards is a former prosecutor now in private practice.
But looking back at his criminal history, and I think he's currently charged with another escape attempt.
Simmons served 18 years for charges like kidnapping and robbery. Records show he was released in 2022 from Mountain View Correctional in Spruce Pine.
They do have to provide medical care.
The detention officer and another officer had taken Simmons to an appointment. He had complained of a hurt foot.
Item clerk, is there anything else that you've been?
Simmons, now charged with first-degree murder, could end up in jail for life. Now, Simmons had pled guilty 2 years ago to carjacking and bank robbery charges. It was that case he was being held on for final sentencing. A pre-sentencing report that goes to the judge had been challenged, which isn't unusual, but it had delayed his final sentencing.